Hey, good morning, everybody, and this is Coffee with Great Wealth Strategies. Eric Kenyon, also known as Regular Joe, filling up your cup. Put it down too quick. Filling up your cup. Hopeful that you'll pass this very insightful, great information on to other folks that you're not seeing in other places. So we're going to talk about the distrust and disgust that's in the Federal Reserve for all of us that don't like the Federal Reserve, that's leading to gold bullion legislation in several U.S. states. And I think it's kind of appropriate that we're talking about this, considering what the market has done over the weekend with the Asian markets and the shorting of both gold and silver, all the futures getting dumped off radically, and the floor of, I just looked at the silver on Kitco, and the floor has been completely collapsed at the 2.5-year low of 26. It's down to 23 right now, and gold is down $159 at a low that supersedes what we're going to even talk about here. So major corrections as of April 15th. Well, really as of April 13th and 14th. This all started at 4:45 in the afternoon on Friday the 12th. Yeah, 12th. But let's go ahead and talk about what's going on with state legislation on gold and silver, because I really see this as a, and I will talk about this, we'll explore this later. I see this as a consolidation for a lot of the people with the big money to get control of that gold and silver, because we are looking at this being a little bit more realistic as the markets will start to collapse here throughout the year. So let's jump right into it, and here we go. So since the Federal Reserve began expanding its quantitative easing program in late 2012, lawmakers in several U.S. states have introduced legislation that would recognize gold and silver bullion or coins as a form of legal tender, which per the Constitution they should be anyways. According to Bloomberg News, Utah took similar steps in 2011, ultimately authorizing the use of bullion by businesses and private citizens. Kansas, South Carolina, and Arizona are among a group of states moving in similar directions currently right now, as government officials in those regions fear that money printing operations by the U.S. Central Bank are undermining the intrinsic value of the dollar, which is like a no duh for us. We all know that. The legislation is about signaling discontent with monetary policy and about what Ben Bernanke is doing. Lauren Gatch, a professor of politics at the University of Central Oklahoma, told The Source, "There is a fear that the government, or Bernanke in particular in the Federal Reserve, is pushing a policy that will lead to the collapse of the dollar." That's what is behind this, and that's what I believe is going on too. If we look at SDRs that are being talked about now with the World Bank and International Monetary Fund, we've already lost the petrodollar status as of January of 2012. There's a lot working right now to collapse the dollar, though it's staying strong and continues to go up against the euro. But gold and silver are dropping drastically, and I think that's for consolidation, and I think that's so folks can pick that up and manipulate the market a little bit more. So the price of an ounce of gold has been very volatile in the past year and a half, after rising an extraordinary 78% since the financial crisis hit in 2008. The cost peaked at $19.23 in 2011. That's $1,923 in 2011. Right now it is currently sitting at $13.78 on today. I could look that up here real quick for you guys. Yeah, $13.78 on April the 15th. Gold or silver is right around the $23 mark, but I'm looking for a spike bottom on that currently right now. So at the heart of these draft laws is the belief that due to the central bank actions during the Great Recession, the dollar will lose its purchasing power. To combat this, lawmakers want to enable citizens and companies to use a form of money that will not fall prey to inflation. According to some economists, the dollar's value has tumbled roughly, and this is a fact here, 95% since the Federal Reserve System was implemented. That's unbelievable. Today, gold is just one way to store money in a stable way, though it'll be more stable in the future. Right now is a good time to accumulate it, it looks like. Though I'm not a financial advisor and I'm not a securities license guy, or any of those things. But I'm consolidating and purchasing more as of today. I just got off the phone with my broker. I'm going to continue to buy right now at these really, really low levels. They could drop a little bit lower. Next support level for silver is right around the $20 range, and gold's right around 1,200. So let's see what happens when this pulls back. But yeah, you can always stay up to date with what we're doing here at Great Wealth Strategies on educating you guys about what I'm finding out in the market by subscribing to our blog, YouTube videos, and Facebook, things like that. And definitely pass this around to folks. A lot of folks don't know what's going on in the market this morning. Get this out there. And thanks for joining us at Coffee with Great Wealth Strategies. Have a good day. Bye-bye.